Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man Dominic K in here, of course. The Dominic K Show on firetelevision.com. It takes a lot to get on a platform, a public platform, and really share your soul and expose yourself and become vulnerable to your public. So earlier today, when Nick Cannon did that, talked about his 5-month-old son and the struggles that he and his son's mother went through. The young boy's name, Zen. And so initially, I saw the clip from his program, the Nick Cannon Show, and I didn't know where things were going. So I listened, and the 41-year-old Nick Cannon, the tears started flowing as he revealed this heartache, as he revealed the loss of his youngest child, the youngest of 6 children. So he explained that the child that he shares with Alyssa Scott had a brain tumor, and that is, something that's heartbreaking, obviously heartbreaking. And, to do something like that on your show in a public setting is definitely something that's difficult to do. It is not something that everybody does. A lot of celebrities, personality types are not as transparent as that all the time. So that really took a lot to do that. So we definitely want to send love to the entire family and all of that. I mean, when you see a child so young, anybody, when you see someone affected by a sickness like that, many people know that my sister passed from breast cancer a few years ago. And obviously that is a pain that you never get over. You just learn to deal with it. And so obviously I don't have any children, but my parents, obviously losing their daughter, can get an inkling of what that is like. But losing, my sister was, in her 40s. But this young child just being 5 months old, definitely a lot of heartache for this family. And so they were talking about how the process of them finding out what this young child was dealing with, young child Zen. So I'm sorry, this is the youngest of 7 children. So the child was born in June, and Nick Cannon said that him and his son's mother noticed early on that the baby had some breathing problems, noticed that there was a lingering cough. They thought that it was, some of the things that babies deal with. But what concerned Nick was the size of the child's head. Turned out that there was fluid, and it is just one of those things. So he thought there was a routine process when he took the 2-month-old child at that point to the doctor for a checkup. So they were told that the baby's sinuses were fine, but there was fluid building up in the child's head, and they determined it to be malignant brain tumor. That is some of the worst news that you could get as a parent. Kid 5 months old, passing away over the weekend, and so they had surgery and all of that, and they had this device to try to help drain some of the excess fluid. So Cannon talked about that, talked about the professionals that helped and how that process went at the Children's Hospital of Orange County, and he thanked them for helping through that process and doing the best that they could do. He said that he remained hopeful and faithful after the surgery. And I mean, that's the best that you could do, right? Considering, uh, talked about embracing every moment and talked about spending quality time, and said that he was grateful to his entire family for coming together. And so they spent time. Nick Cannon also has a uh, 10-year-old twins with Mariah Carey, 5-month-old twins with DJ Abby, and 2 children with Brittany Bell. So Thanksgiving was rough for the family, naturally. And he said that this past weekend, things became even more clear, the direction that things were going in. Cannon said that he devotes his weekend to his kids and then flies back to New York on Monday to tape his talk show. So he said Sunday morning just passed that he took his son Zen to the ocean to watch the sunrise, and said that he recalled holding his son for the last time. Very, very touching stuff, and very transparent. He said that he was on his way to the airport and he turned back around. And so not only did he get a chance to see the sun rise, but you saw the sun set. It was very emotional. And the things that one thing that was interesting is that the staff and the crew did not know what he was going through, what he was going to say. So this was a moment that a lot of them were seeing and hearing for the first time. So I definitely think that it is good to share this if you can. Sometimes people are not at a point when they're going through it that they can share. But Cannon said that he grieved with his family, and he called Miss Scott, his son's mother, the strongest woman and the best mom. So we definitely want to send our condolences, our love, and strength to the family. Nick Cannon said that he did not know exactly how to publicly share this, and he said that he didn't want any pageantry. Obviously, he didn't want to make it out to be something different than what it was. But he said that he wanted to be candid, and said that he's always been candid. And um, you don't just go through it, you grow through it, he said on the show. And I really like that statement. Really like that. You don't just go through it, you grow through it. So whatever you're going through and dealing with, definitely want to send love and strength to you. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at The Dom McKay Show, and of course, onfiretelevision.com.